Hey there everybody, Kopiki here. Welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts Re.Chain of Memories. In the last episode, we managed to defeat both Larxene and Repliku once and for all, and then Naminé finally ended up telling us the truth by saying, hey, I messed up with your memories, but you know what? I can actually fix this if you kind of go to the 13th floor and protect me from Marluxia so that way he doesn't really do anything stupid. But now we are on the final stretch of the worlds, and we are now going to head to the final area of the game, because we've been looking forward to it, and you will be surprised what the final world is actually called. Can you guess?
Who was it? Who's most important to me? Nothing.
Can't you remember?
No, I only remember Naminé. Come on, do you guys remember anything at all?
No, sorry, Sora. It's important, but I just can't remember. I don't want to be, but I'm getting scared.
Then we should really make a promise.
Huh?
What you said back there kinda got my brain thinking. Whenever you make a promise that's super duper big, maybe it gives you the courage to face the scary stuff.
Courage.
Yeah, let's do it. Even if we get scared, or in trouble, or even if we get separated.
Or even if we sort of forget each other.
Whatever happens, we're friends.
All for one and one for all.
That's not how... Alright, whatever. You guys are dumb. Anyways, we managed to learn Trinity Limit, which is actually the most powerful damage-dealing slight card in the entire game. If you combine both Attack, Donald, and Goofy, I don't think it really matters if it's Goofy or Donald and Goofy, but funny enough, if you actually remember this combination, it actually gets played out throughout the rest of the series after this game, so it's actually kind of funny. So yeah. Alright, so now welcome to the final area of the game. Welcome to Castle Oblivion. Not of Memory World. Welcome to the actual Castle Oblivion. And oh boy, this is when they start to spam basically a hell of a lot of enemies. The enemies are relatively the same. There are Dark Balls, Neo Shadows, which are our new enemies. The little mini sorcerers, the wizard, the high-ranking sorcerers, the defenders, and I think that's it. I think that's all the enemies so far. Now that we actually have Trinity Limit, I am going to get rid of Simba because I really don't need him anymore. And we're going to just go ahead and just put these two Keyblades because, you know, why not? So we're going to be sure to try to go ahead and make that happen. Alright, so we have Freeze still. We have Thundaga still, which I don't really think that's going to even do any damage, but I'm kind of hoping it does. I have Faraga Burst right here. And I still have Tornado, and then I have Holy, which I do want to showcase because I don't really know how that move is. But these are Neo Shadows. These guys are pretty interesting. We fought them already in Cage 1. But the thing is that this is actually their first introduction to the series, because you don't really know that Neo Shadows are a thing until Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, which is weird, but you know, they showed up in the secret ending, so I guess you can count that if you want. I don't really count that because it's kind of dumb, and yeah. So yeah, and going. So this is at the point where you actually start to only get in blue and red cards. So if you haven't been accumulating a lot of green cards, you're gonna be really stuck, and you're not gonna like yourself, because trust me, even I don't even like myself when I even find out about that. Alright, let's actually showcase Holy, see what this does. I actually saw what it did, but, you know, it's kind of like Faith / Sanctuary, except not. I mean, it's useful. I will say that. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's pretty much the entirety of the enemies. I will try to see if I can go ahead and showcase Trinity Limit before I start cutting fights out, because after this point, all the enemies are literally the same. Like, I can't stretch that enough. Oh, you guys are not immune to that. That's actually good to know. So, Kabushki. I just need Goofy. What the hell's Goofy? Your friend cards are a lot more rapid in this world, mainly because, you know, obviously, you guys are friends now. So now we kind of have to give you that card so you can actually start dealing a lot of damage. Not only that, it's mainly because enemies now in this world are a lot more rapid. Not so much in Riku's story, because in Riku's story, they kind of limit it to be like a little bit of enemies, because Riku doesn't really have a good capabilities of dealing a whole lot of AoE damage, which is a damn shame, because it's kind of one of the only gripes I don't like about Riku's story at all. So, you know, you get what you pay for. Oh wow, that actually is useful. Huh, cool. Oh man, that's actually useful. Okay, well, neat. Looks like I'll be leveling up quite a bit here. We do have one more key rewards card, so we will be showcasing that, so don't you worry, folks. At this point, I just start to like just cut out fights left and right now. Alright, so during that fight, I actually managed to get the key rewards. I should actually showcase what the map looks like, and it is huge. Don't worry, in Riku's story, it's actually shorter. Thank God to that. But it's huge for Sora. So, our key rewards is right here. So we're gonna be getting that. I don't think we can go all the way around, but I'm gonna say this now. Don't use any of your green cards, but then again, we have a Joker card, so it doesn't really matter. I kind of still don't want to use it though, because you never know, we might need it if just in case of anything stupid. We might need our green cards just in case. But you know how it is in this game. It's weird. I'm trying to showcase Trinity Limit, but the game is not really giving me the Donald and Goofy. They keep giving me 2 Donalds and 2 Goofies, and it's like, guys, I want to showcase a move. You're not really showcasing. You're not really making me showcase it. By the way how the Neo Shadows fight is the same way how they fought you in the final mix version. It's just slightly different. Instead of them like perpetuating themselves in midair and coming at you full force, they kind of just stay, and then they kind of come at you like a Beyblade. It's weird, and it also doesn't make any sense. Hey, here's the defenders. Alright, cool. I need you guys coming just a little bit closer to me. There we go. Oh, okay, no, never mind. You guys just don't want me to do that. Fair enough. How low were all those cards to the fact that I couldn't even, yeah, whatever. I already know they're trying to use Holy is almost stupid, because if you don't freeze any of the enemies, they can just break out without any issues. Once they use Zero, I wasn't even paying attention. But whatever. Anyways, yeah, at this rate, we're going to just be leveling up left and right. So just look forward to that. I will be increasing my health, mainly because Marluxia and the final fight that we're going to be doing will do a lot of damage to me if I'm not careful. And mainly when I'm not careful, meaning if I end up getting hit too many times, which can happen, because I have that happen to me before, where I gotten hit too many times to a point that I just flat out just died. You know what? Let me keep... Okay, no, never mind. Oh, wait, no. Okay, cool. Now I can actually showcase the bloody move. Anyways, use a Keyblade. And it doesn't really matter if you use Sora, Donald, Goofy. Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, this is Trinity Limit. And this is basically your nuke spell. And bada boom. Looks a lot more flashier. I kind of wish that, Trinity Limit was, well, I mean, Trinity Limit is pretty useful in KH2. Not by much, though. Also, those things hurt, so you want to be careful for that. So, yeah. Anyways, let's open one of these chests, see if it's a random enemy. Okay, so we managed to get ourselves another Joker card. So, yeah, we in there, guys. And this is Raging Storm. If you're familiar with the last fight, the secret boss fight that I did in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and also one of Aqua's abilities, think of it as that, except it's slow and it's not really as great because most of these enemies are all elemental based, so trying to hit them is going to be impossible for the most part. But yeah, Raging Storms is essentially a Birth by Sleep move. And in fact, you kind of already noticed, but most of these moves are essentially Birth by Sleep moves, in all honesty, because you have Mega Flare, you have Tornado, you have Holy, which is essentially Faith or Sanctuary that Ventus can use, and you know, you have Judgment, which is essentially like Whirlwind Wind Raid. So you have a bunch of moves that's literally just that. Oh no, I wonder who that is. It's not like we already know who it is because of the fact that it's like obvious. It's like it's really, really obvious. Anyways, Frieza. And freeze and die. Ah, glorious. I'm gonna have to stop all you guys, right? So yeah, I wonder who the Black Cloak is. It's not like it's such an obvious person. Like, seriously, it really is, because it's like, who else is it gonna be? Because Lord knows it's not gonna be Axel. Because Axel, why at this point will Axel end up doing any of that stuff? Get out of here. This is Faraga Burst. It's a pretty good move. It's a good move to use against the second boss, not the first, because the first phase is kind of weird to get through because of the fact that, you know, he moves around and he's not going to be standing in one spot just so you can just beat him over the head. He's not that simple, guys. He's really not. The final boss is a bit difficult, though, if you're not fully prepared, obviously. So, here's the thing. The reason as to why I said, there's one more growth ability that you can get, except I'm a little bit on and off with this growth ability, maybe because of the fact that it's an ability that is useful, but it's also an ability that's not useful. It's useful if you make it useful, is the thing that I can really honestly say to you. Like, if you yourself can make it useful in a boss fight, then go right ahead. But I have not found any usefulness in this ability. Maybe there is a usefulness in it. I'm not entirely sure. But before we go talk to said Muga Boy, let's go ahead and go through this door, because this is where the key rewards is actually located. That is right? Key rewards is located here? Yes, it is. Which, funny enough, what's interesting about this door is that the other room, you can't go through that room because that room actually leads you to the end of the area. That's why it's blocked off. So right here is where your ending is at. Over here is where your first boss fight is at, and here is where your second, third, and fourth boss fight is also located. But anyways, that's not why we're here. We're here to open this key reward door, and these are the numbers that you essentially need. And they could be pretty disgusting. It could be a bit intimidating, but not by much though, because if you have been gathering cards like you're supposed to, especially the red cards, you should be relatively fine for the most part. Luckily enough, I don't really mind using all these cards, mainly because of the fact that I don't really have enough. Boy. Okay, so how many green cards? Okay, I think I have enough green. So you know what? Go away, red. That's not green, buddy. I don't need greens anymore. So I can go ahead and get rid of half of all these greens now. which is good because it actually makes me go ahead and access that. Alright, so this is the final key rewards card, and the 358 reward that you get if you manage to complete 358 is... Part of me wants me to think that it's Xemnas. So, I wouldn't be surprised considering this is the final world and Roxas was in the other world, because I did check the recording of that. So, I wouldn't be surprised if this one is Xemnas. But anyways, let's see what our final reward is in Kingdom Hearts Sora Story. Super Glide. And yeah, it basically it allows us to glide in very fast. Now, you're probably wondering, what is so useful about that? Well, I mean, it's useful for the sake of being useful, I guess. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to get through all the doors off... Well, actually, no, I don't want to get through all the doors off screen because I do know that there is cutscenes between doors, so I don't really want to do that. But what I will do in the next episode is that I'm going to just cut out the traveling until I've gotten to a cutscene. Because in all fairness, it's not that I'm losing commentary, it's more so the fact that there's nothing really going on. You've already seen like all the rooms. All I'm doing is just beating enemies left and right and just trying to go through the areas. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a part here. Kill the enemies in here off screen. And then I will go ahead and essentially tell you guys what's actually been happening in terms of anything. I think by that point I should... No, it's 57. No, never mind. Anyways, I've been Kopika and I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode of Kingdom Hearts Re.Chain Memories. See yas!